Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Monday, December the 2nd. I have to tell you, I almost said Tuesday like 4 times. How are you doing? All right, so we have a relatively calm energy for most of the day yesterday, but we have this new pattern that's starting to emerge here. And at first glance, I looked at it and I thought, that looks really strange. What is that? So when I blow it up, this is a totally new pattern. I have never seen this before with these pieces of red release. This is very new. I've never seen this. Usually when I see release, it comes all in one big clump. This has red around new energy, and it's like points in the system here. You see them, these little points. I have no idea. I've never seen that before. Also, last night, I was feeling weird. My energy felt very off, and when I came to this graph, it looked normal. I go to the Italian graph, and it had all of this on it. So all of these little wispies. I have seen this before, but I don't normally see this much of it. And this was happening right about the time yesterday, I'd say between 5 and 7 p.m. Central Time. I was feeling so weird in my body, very disconnected, very out of my mind. Like I felt like I was in another world. Like I was not. It was the most bizarre feeling, and I wish I had a better way to explain it to you, but this is the picture I took. Now, when I went into meditation this morning and I asked about this, what I heard, I'm just going to explain what I heard, and we're going to work on it together. Because like I said, this is new for me too. So what I heard with this is these are points of nodal release. These are each nodes that need to be released. And I asked, what is a node? And what I heard was a node is a specific area of contention or contrast that is very deeply rooted that needs to be brought to the surface. It is a specific area of contrast. So I asked, what specific area? And what I heard was, it depends on the person. It's different for everybody. But these nodes are starting to push on pieces of contrast that you need to address. So a good example happened to me yesterday. You know how when something's just been simmering under the surface, especially with a friend, and it's something you need to confront or bring up, and it's simmering, and then it all of a sudden explodes, literally felt like out of nowhere. This didn't happen to me, but it happened to my husband yesterday, and that is not something he normally does. And in meditation this morning, when I asked about that, what I heard was that was an example. What is happening is this is pushing on those points of deep contrast, asking us to make a decision. Are you going to continue to feed those things that don't feel good, or are you going to actually make a decision and change that? Sometimes that's not easy, and I heard that the contrast is very, very difficult right here that we are dealing with. This is tender areas. These are people you love, things that you care about that are just not good for you anymore, and it's making the hard decisions to create mindful boundaries around those things so you can continue to grow while leaving them where they are. You can't take everyone with you. You cannot convince other people. It is completely up to you to change your own journey, and I'm telling you, what I heard with this is contrast. We are all going to be triggered a ton in the next few days, especially around things that we have been putting off dealing with. So if you have something you've been putting off dealing with, I'm telling you, it's being brought to the surface now. The other thing I heard in meditation was that focus becomes very, very important during this contrast. If you are focused on the feeling of, I don't like the way this person talks to me, I hate the way they talk to me, they treat me badly, blah, 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 all you're doing is propagating that feeling by talking about that part of it. Instead, what my guides were saying is you've got to choose to focus on the other side. You have to choose to focus on something else. So if it's someone that you're dealing with that's very contentious and you're telling yourself, I don't like the way this person acts, I don't like how they talk to me, I don't like this and that, you have to change the wording. You have to change so law of attraction can work with you instead of against you. Instead of saying, I don't like the way this feels, you want to say something to the effect of, I like how I feel when I'm doing something else or something different, and put that other thing there. Get your attention off of that thing that is so full of contrast and stop feeding it, and just make a decision to say, I'm not going to feed that anymore. I'm going to do what I need to do for me, and I'm sorry that you may not understand that, and it doesn't mean I don't love you, but it does mean I love you enough to put this mindful boundary here so you don't mess up this relationship. Boundaries are what's important today, is what I keep hearing. I am telling you guys, boundaries. I did not even pull cards today because my guides were like, the message is all about the boundaries and the release. This new pattern of energy coming in is saying these points of very tender contrast are really being pushed, and it's asking you to deal with this. It is time to make decisions. The divide between those who are choosing to consciously create the reality and those who are choosing to live the reality created for them by others is getting stronger and wider, and we are becoming more aware of it. That's what this is about. It's telling you this deep contrast is being brought to your attention because the lines are being drawn and you must pick a side. There's no more standing on the fence. There's There's no more straddling the 9. You have to make a choice. You have to decide what you want to feel, and you have to move in that direction. No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to save you. People are just coming here and they're asking others to save them, and that's not what it's about. You came here to save yourself, to figure out who you are, and this energy is telling you now. Do it now, like right now. I didn't mean to kind of go off like that, but that's a direct channel, so now you know. It is a beautiful Monday morning here in Illinois. It might snow later today, and it's a bit chilly outside, but we're going to go ahead and start this day off right. Are you ready? All right, we're going to take a nice, big, deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders, and please give yourself permission to have a good day today, no matter what the contrast is that you face. Give yourself permission to address the contrast and don't run away from it. Start putting some boundaries into place so that you can feel better in your life. It's your choice. It's your choice. What choice are you making? It's up to you. It's your choice. But I hope you have a great day, because it's a great day.